Okay, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you guys a story about, how back when I was money Yaya, okay? Feeling like Rihanna in this Mayweather. There we go. It's a really funny story. It happened like 2 years ago. A lot of people know about it. So, if you were there, you know how funny it is. If you heard about it, you know how funny it is. If you have seen the video, you know how funny it is. At the time, I was dating this guy named Z, okay? And Z was, me and Z are still cool to this day. You know, he gets on my nerves a little bit, but we're still good friends. So at the time we had decided to stop talking. No, maybe 2 weeks prior to this incident, we decided to stop talking, like let it go. It just wasn't, it wasn't the move for 2 weeks. So the weekend after we broke up, my friend Mariah asked if she could come over and pregame at my house, if she could bring Aj and a few of their friends. So I'm like, yeah, like of course. Love Mariah to death, and Aj at the time, I knew Aj, but like not like that for real at the time. So I'm like, yeah, you guys can come over, like it'll be fun. So they get there, we're all drinking, you know, enjoying ourselves and talking. And Mariah's like, hey, like, do you still date Z? And I'm like,
hell yeah, bitch, that's my nigga.
no. And I'm like, no, like we just broke up, but you know how that goes, right? Like, you know, it's still my nigga, right? So Mariah's like, yeah, I heard something about him. And I'm like, well, what did you hear? And she's like, Ash, come here. And so Ash comes over and she's like, tell her what you were telling me about that girl in Z. So I was like, yeah, like this girl I know, Diana, she was telling me she's been dating Z for a couple months. Like, she goes to all his games, she's his parents, like, all this stuff. All right. So I'm like, that's crazy. We just broke up last week. Like, can I see what the girl looks like? Like, can you show me who this Diana is? So she shows me the girl and I'm like, wow, okay. So Diana is this girl who basically, she was like one of those girls who like got around like the whole teams, all the teams. Like, I don't want to speak down on anybody.
She can't change the fact that she's a hoe.
But you get what I'm saying. She was one of those girls. So I'm like, okay, I had seen her around before. I had asked about her. Like, I didn't like how, you know, she was. But everybody always reassured me, like, she's on go. Like, this is not anybody you need to worry about type thing. So I'm like, okay. So I didn't say anything about it to him because I knew the girl's reputation and me and him weren't together. So like it wasn't really any of my business either way. Yeah, I just let it slide. So the next weekend we threw a party at my house and everybody was there. Got really drunk, had a really great time, and then Diana walked in, right? And I'm like, no. To make matters worse, Diana walked in with Z.
Makes me like sick to my stomach.
They walked in together. So I'm like, huh? So at this point, I'm mad. Like, my anger is so crazy. My aggression is so like intense. Like, I can't control it if I feel disrespected, especially if I'm drunk. So I went up to her and I'm like, get the fuck out of my house right now. Type shit. Like, I told, like, you can't fucking be here. I'm like, you think you gonna fuck my nigga and be at my house? Like, no, no. So she like wouldn't, she wasn't trying to leave. She was just kind of standing there looking like, I don't know what to do, which I understand. Like, I probably wouldn't know what to do in that situation either. But it enraged me even more that she wasn't leaving. So we got to the point where I'm like, bitch, I will kill you if you don't leave my fucking house right the fuck now. Like, I'm mad. So she like walks out. She leaves with Z again, like with Z. Like, me and him have not. And I didn't even matter. So I run out after her. And my cousin had to catch me, and like he threw me in my room and like locked the door. So he threw me in my room and locked the door, and I'm hanging out the window like, you stupid ass bitch, if you come here, I swear to God, bitch, I will shoot you. I'm saying all types of crazy shit. I'm being so crazy. Like, it was so bad. After that, yeah, it was what it was. So 2 weeks later, me and Z had planned to talk. I threw another party, and he came over, but he was gonna spend the night afterwards, and we were gonna talk. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm not tripping on anything for real at that point. Like, I'm not thinking that she's gonna come to my house again. Like, I think I had made my point pretty clear. And me and him were cool, so I really wasn't like on anything at all. So of course she comes back to my house, which I don't really understand.
I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand.
Like, to this day, I don't understand her reasoning for coming back to my house after I did all that like a week ago. Like, why? I clearly don't want you here. Anyways, so I see her and I tell my cousin, like, I'm not on anything this weekend, but like, I don't want her here, so can you guys just get her out? He's like, yeah, I'll handle it. So he has our other roommate, Aaron, tell the girl to leave. Like, and Aaron is very docile, soft-spoken. I mean, at least she was at that time. She'll beat the fuck out of y'all now.
I will beat you the fuck up. No cap.
But yeah, like, she wasn't on anything like that. So she really just went up to the girl, and I was right behind her, like far enough away where it didn't seem like I was a part of it, but I could hear everything that was going on. So the girl, no, she goes up to the girl and she's like, hey, like, I know you're trying to party, you know, but Sydney doesn't want you here and this is her house, so you're gonna have to go. And the girl is like, well, I'm not leaving without Z. So Aaron's like, he doesn't live here, so like, you're gonna have to go. I don't know how it escalated. Like, I don't even remember how it got to where it got, but a fight broke out at that point, and it was me and Aaron versus Diana and one of her friends. And it was so like, it was in such close quarters. Like, we were literally in my living room. So I remember like grabbing somebody and like just hitting them. Like, I'm literally just hitting. So it ends up getting, they break it apart pretty fast. Like, I think the fight might have only lasted like a minute if that. But in that time, okay, so my hair was done like a bun, but I had like hair attached to it to like make it bigger. They had pulled my hair up. I'm out here looking crazy. I'm looking bald. Like, I ain't got no hair. It was bad. So I'm mad. And the girl ended up going out. Like, she left my house or whatever after that. So everybody like ran outside, and I go outside looking for Erin, and I find her, and everybody started crowded around her, and she's crying, and I'm like, what is going on? And I see her face.
They had hit my baby with a bottle.
With this rock bottle in the face. My poor baby. So at that point, I'm super mad. Like, you would never just hit her in the face with a bottle. So I go out to the parking lot and the girl is still there. She's still there in her car. So I go up to her car and I'm like, bitch, get out the car. Like, get out the fucking car. She's not getting out the car. So I start kicking her car, like kicking the hood of it. And she finally gets out the car. Her and her friend, they get out the car. And I'm like, so which one of y'all hit Aaron? Like, which one of y'all hit Aaron? And they're like, who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Nobody hit Aaron. Like, nobody hit her. Da da da. And I'm like, oh, for real? So that means both of y'all want to get smacked. And the girl's like, smack me. This is just, you should never, I feel like this girl did everything wrong, like everything, but you should really never tell anybody to hit you, because at that point you're like, and basically, you're hitting a lot of spots. You should never do that. So I hit her. And it was the funniest thing in the world. Like, seeing it on video, oh my God, I wish I had the video. It was the funniest shit. I hit the fuck out of her. And then we started scrapping. So we're fighting. And yeah, we're fighting. I know, like, we both ended up on the ground. I think I was on top of her. And then one of my friends ran out the house and came and grabbed me. Like, grabbed me. It was like, y'all not doing this. You're not doing this. Like, da-da-da. I'm like, well, no. I was like, I'm still hitting the girl. Me and the girl are still fighting as we're getting pulled apart. So that happens. They get me in the house or whatever. I don't have like any blood or scratches. Like, there's nothing wrong with my face at all. So so everybody's still in there. People start to leave. And then finally, out pops Z. Where he has been all this time, I don't know. But he pops up and he's like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? And I'm mad. Like, don't ask me if I'm okay. You better go ask your girl. Like, I don't like you right now, so I don't want to talk to you. Like, this is your fault. So he's like, man, what do you mean? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, y'all both crazy. Huh? I'm crazy. You know what? I'm like, you need to leave. And then, yeah, everybody pretty much told him he needs to leave. So he leaves. Next thing I know, the girl comes back with her sister. So I'm like, fuck it, we can go a third round. If you really want a third round, we can go a third round. We can go. We can do it. So I'm like getting ready, like, okay, whatever, we gonna fight again. And by that time, I got like people with me, like girls with me, ready to fight. So like, we could really do this. They end up leaving. Like, they wasn't really trying to fight again. And that was it on that night. But me and the girls' beef ended up continuing for at least a year. Like, anytime I would, she would say I was bullying her, but I don't think I was. So like, anytime I would see her, I would make it very clear, like, me and you are not to be in the same areas, like, at all. And we had a lot of mutual friends, so it was like, okay, if you want to hang out with her, don't be around me. Like, just don't. Like, we're not like that. If I saw, it got to the point where, like, if we would see each other at parties, she would, like, avoid making eye contact with me. And, you know, kind of made me feel like that bitch, but whatever. She really, like, would have to go out of her way to avoid me, because for me, it was on sight. And when I say on sight, I mean, I'm one of those people, like, if I tell you that when I see you, like, I'll fight you every time. Every time. I don't care. Well, back then, I would. So yeah, that ended up going on for a very long time. And then we finally, like, I think she talked it out with Aaron, and me and Aaron are like two halves of the same person.
We're like brothers, only closer.
So if Aaron don't have a problem no more, then you know, I'm cool. But yeah, I don't fight over boys anymore. So, you know, I don't encourage that. I would hate for any of us to ever get into a situation that escalates to the point where, like, you know, you're facing jail time or serious injury all over a boy who, I promise you, is not going to be anywhere to be found when you're healing from all that afterwards. So, you know, don't be like Money Yaya, but we all have our moments. If you enjoyed that video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you follow me on Instagram too, so you can be notified when I post new content. I will be coming out with a lot of new things in the next coming weeks, so I hope you enjoy.